Jennifer Aydin has been criticized as a hypocrite for fighting her husband Bill's extramarital affair. The drama involving Jennifer Aydin is far from over on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Tuesday's episode picked up where last week's premiere left off. The drama continued at Teresa Giudice's pool party shortly after Jennifer got into a major blowout with Margaret Joseph. Get push notifications with news, features, and more. Plus following you'll get the latest updates on this topic in your browser notification. During their fight, Margaret brought up Jennifer's husband Bill and the affair that he had years ago. Jennifer had never publicly disclosed the affair before Margaret's comment. Margaret also claimed that Jennifer chastises me over her marriage to Joe Bonino, whom she met when she was married to her first husband, Jan. After their argument finally settled down, Margaret discussed their fight with Melissa Gorga, Jackie Goldschneider, Dolores Catania, and Tracy Johnson, and later revealed in a confessional that she has known about Bill's affair for years. "She's the world's biggest hypocrite," Margaret said. "Tonight, she just pushed me too far." Jackie also revealed that she knew about Bill's affair but said, "I would never have brought it up because I know firsthand how bringing up infidelity can hurt a couple," referring to the drama that unfolded last season after Teresa spread a rumor that Jackie's husband Evan was cheating on her. Bill then approached his wife, who announced through her tears that she wanted to go home, and the pair abruptly left the party. The Real Housewives of New Jersey Jennifer and Bill Aydin talking to Teresa Giudice at her pool party credit. Eugene Goligorsky/Bravo in a confessional, Teresa seemingly defended Jennifer, arguing that Margaret attacked her last year for saying a rumor at Jackie's party. "She just did the same thing to Jennifer at my party." After the Aydins leave, Joe Gorga asked what happened, to which Teresa's 21-year-old daughter, Gia, said they left because people say things they shouldn't say. Her comment sparked another major argument, this time between Gia and her uncle Joe, who previously made derogatory comments about Gia's dad, Joe Giudice. "Dad didn't deserve it," Gia told her uncle. "I'm done with you being disrespectful. You're not gonna talk down to me either." Upset by Gia's tone, Joe announced that he was leaving the party, which prompted his wife Melissa to get involved with the heated argument. "She looks at me like I'm the devil. Their father was the devil, not me," Joe said before Gia approached him again in an attempt to mend the situation. "I've been dealing with this for 20 years, Joe exclaimed, as he brought up how Joe Giudice put his mother in her grave. "I don't want to feel like him, this devil of a man." At the mention of her late grandparents, Gia became irate and walked away. However, after a brief conversation with Melissa, Gia returned and pleaded for her uncle to move on from her family's past drama. "You have every right to be mad at my father for putting my mother in jail. You don't think he's mad at himself? He lives with it every day. But it comes to a point where the bashing is just too much," she said. "The jail thing happened 5 years ago. Let it go under the bridge." The two eventually apologized to each other, with Gia saying in a confessional that she hoped their reconciliation was a baby step in the right direction. Teresa and Gia Giudice credit. Teresa Giudice/Instagram related. Ranja's Jennifer Aydin is happy she forgave husband Bill after past infidelity. "Glad I stayed." Elsewhere, Jennifer held a pool party for her daughter that Teresa and Dolores attended. In a confessional, Jennifer said, "Bill is hiding upstairs because he's just so embarrassed." Later, during the party, the trio talked about Bill's affair, which Jennifer confirmed happened 10 years ago when she was 9 months pregnant with their 4th child. Jennifer explained that she learned about Bill's infidelity through credit card receipts and text messages on his phone. At the time, she asked if he wanted a divorce, but Bill said no and claimed that he didn't love the other woman and the affair had already ended. "I got angry. I threw things at him. Literally the next day, I had Christian," Jennifer recalled. "Once the baby came and we had our moments, I was like, I want to make it work if he wants to make it work, and we never ing spoke about it again." Jennifer Aydin, Bill Aydin, Jennifer Aydin and Bill Aydin credit. Paul Marigi/Getty Images for affair related. Jennifer Aydin says Ranj season 12 was pure agony after husband Bill's affair came to light. Later in the episode, Jackie and Jennifer met up to chat while Dolores and Margaret had a shopping trip together. During both of the outings, the women spoke about the ongoing drama between Margaret and Jennifer and speculated who was in the wrong. "She hurt my feelings," Jennifer told Jackie, to which she responded, "I don't have a problem with what Margaret did. You've said to her a million times how awful she is for cheating on her husband. You hurt each other and I think that you guys have a right to defend your position." In their own conversation, Margaret claimed to Dolores that Jennifer previously tried to drag Jackie through the mud by calling Dolores' ex-husband Frank and asking for details about Evan's alleged affair. "I wouldn't have done what Margaret did to Jennifer, but after finding out even more of the stuff she's done, there's consequences to be paid for that," Dolores said in a confessional. Later telling Margaret, "I can understand where you're coming from, where you'd had enough." The episode closed out at Dolores' new townhouse, where she hosted the women for a small lunch. In their early conversations, Dolores revealed that she doesn't see much of her boyfriend, David Principe, and discussed the controversial video of Teresa's fiancé, Luis Louis Ruelas. But then Jennifer walked in, and within moments of her arrival, she began to cry and said she felt very overwhelmed by the ongoing drama with Margaret. The Real Housewives of NEW Jersey Dolores Catania, Margaret Josephs, Melissa Gorga and Jackie Goldschneider credit Eugene Goligorsky/Bravo. Margaret eventually approached her, boldly asking, "What are you crying about?" before telling her, "I don't want to fight with you, but your behavior today has been very hypocritical." To make her point, she brought up how Jennifer previously called Frank asking for information on Evan's affair. At the mention of her husband, Jackie entered the argument, and Jennifer admitted that she did previously call Frank because of her curiosity. Furious, Jackie yelled at Jennifer before storming off, while Jennifer started crying. Emotions continued to run high as Teresa entered the party and learned about the drama that just unfolded. While sitting down for a meal, Teresa brought up the previous rumor she started about Evan, in an attempt to compare the two, but Jackie pointed out that it was a very different situation. "It blows my mind, still to this day, that Teresa does not feel like what she did is wrong," Jackie said in a confessional. Margaret then continued to bring up how Jennifer is a hypocrite for her comments, which prompted Jennifer to leave the gathering as the rest of the women stay behind to process what occurred. "It's the beautiful life that she is so proud of. This is no f-ing fairy tale," Dolores said, to which Tracy added, "She's embarrassed by that persona starting to crumble a little." The Real Housewives of New Jersey airs Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Bravo.